University right here to the West Gym for tonight's game between the visiting St. Martin's University Saints and your Simon Fraser University Red. Tonight we are honored to celebrate Pride Night at a time to recognize and uplift our LGBTQ plus community. Sports brings people together, and tonight we celebrate the idea that everyone deserves to feel seen, included, and safe, both on and off the court. Pride Night is about celebrating diversity, honoring the courage to be yourself, and reinforcing that our community is stronger when every voice and identity is valued. Thank you for joining us in supporting love, respect, and unity. Now let's come together and show our pride and enjoy an incredible night of volleyball. And now, fans, at this time, we do ask that you please rise if you are able, and please remove all caps for the playing of the American and Canadian national anthems. Tonight's starting lineups will begin with St. Martin's and with number 2, Kingsley Pizza. Number 3, Sophia Fass. Number 10, Zoe Grimmett. Number 11, Hannah Liggins. Number 15, Emily Garden. Number 20, Emmy Henson. And the libero, number 9, Tiffany Ladd. Head coach of St. Martin's, Haley Dunn. With assistant coaches Claire Carter, Haley Ribbon, and Carrie Burke. And now, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for your SFU Ridley. We begin at center from Brentwood Bay, British Columbia, number 1, Ava Person. Starting outside from Kitchener, Ontario, number 4, Megan Remington. Number 16, Logan Remington. Starting outside hitter from Winnipeg, Manitoba, number 17, Natalie Lloyd-Sell. Outside hitter from Surrey, British Columbia, number 22, Davida Hill. And the libero from Prince George, BC, number 11, Mason Unger. Head coach of the Red Leaf, Gina Schmidt, with assistant coaches Eric Hill, all directed for Big Dip Negative and Top. And now, volleyball fans, without any further ado, it is time to get down to business. From the West Gym, it is the Saints. It is your Red Leafs. Volleyball fans, here we go!
Listen to the track.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's game between the St. Martin's University Saints and the SFU Red Leafs. Thanks for joining us this lovely Saturday evening. It's going to be a good one. Sophie Fast kicking it off at the line for St. Martin's University. Deep float passed by Megan Hawkins. Ava Person with the set out to Megan Hawkins. High shot off the hands. Oh, no hands. Point for St. Martin's. Sophie Fast with a deep serve. Davida Hill with the pass. And Nina Kovacevic with the swing. Nice deep shot. Dropped that on the line. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Good aggressive serve, pass by Kingsley Mason. Oh, sorry, by Emmy Hansen, and a swing from Emmy Hansen as well. Nina Kovacevic with a tip over the block. And some good hustle, but no dice. Point for SFU. Megan Hawkins with the serve, pass by Emmy Hansen. And a swing from Kingsley Mason. Nina Kovacevic getting up on it and putting it back over. Deep tip. Nice controlled kill from Emmy Hansen on the left. Emmy Hansen back to serve. Pass by Megan Hawkins. Ava Person with the set out to Davida Hill with a cross shot for the kill. Mason Unger back to serve. Deep float, just out back. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Off-speed cross shot dug by Sophie Fast. And a deep tip down the line. Mason Unger with the dig. Davida Hill with the swing. into the tape, and a point for St. Martin's. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a good tight pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells putting that free ball over. Swing and a dig, and a good effort from Davida Hill. Point for St. Martin's. Tiffany Lamb with the float serve, Megan Hawkins with a tight pass, and Davida Hill with a big swing down the line. Ella McVitie coming in to serve for SFU. Pass and a set to the right side. That's a tip for Kingsley Mason. Karina Guyman and Layla Quinn coming in for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman with the serve, Davida Hill with the pass. And a swing from Davida Hill, good recycle from Layla Quinn. Logan Remington up on a quick swing, dig by Tiffany Lamb. Roll shot over down the line, and kill. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Deep serve, pass by Davida Hill. Ella McVitie with a set to Jaden Armstrong. Nice swing. And Mason Unger with a dig. Logan Remington off the net. Jaden Armstrong putting that ball over. And a kill from Zoe Crimmin. Karina Guyman back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a good pass. Ellen McVitie with the set out to Davida Hill with the cross shot for the kill. Davida Hill now back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. And a step around dig by Ellen McVitie. Jaden Armstrong with a kill from the right side. Davida Hill back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. Nice swing down the line from Emily Garten. Emily Garten back to serve. Spin serve from Emily Garten into an overpass. Tiffany Lamb with the set and a free ball over to SFU. Jaden Armstrong with the swing down the line. Tiffany Lamb with a dig and a free ball over. That's going to get called as a double and a point for SFU. Ava Kademi coming in for SFU to serve. Pass from Emily Garten and a set out to the left side, off-speed cross shot. Ava Kademi with a dig. Megan Hawkins with a cross shot dug by Tiffany Lamb, and Nina Kovacevic protecting the net. Ava Kademi back to serve. Good aggressive serve, pass by Emily Garten. Swing from the middle, off the hands, Ava Kademi with a dig. Megan Hawkins with a tool shot, off the hands and out. Ava Kademi with the serve, pass by Emily Garten. Set out to left side and a block from Jaden Armstrong and Nina Kovacevic. Ava Kademi back to serve. Pass by Emily Garten. And a free ball over to SFU. Ava Kademi with the pass. Ella McVitie with a set to Nina Kovacevic for the kill. Ava Kademi with the serve and an ace. Ava Kademi with a short serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. And a swing from, I believe, Zoe Crimmin for the kill. Into the deep corner. Zoe Crimmin with the serve, pass by Davida Hill, and point for St. Martin's. Zoe Crimmin with the deep serve, just long. Point for SFU. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming back in for SFU. Ava Person with the serve, pass by Emmy Hansen. And a set out tip over the block. Ava Person with a dig. Mason Unger with a nice set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a deep shot. Ooh, just dropped it right in the corner. Ava Person back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. Set from Tiffany Lamb and a cross shot. Ava Person with the dig. Free ball over. Great hustle from Davida Hill. And a swing into the hands. Ava Person getting it up, but just out. Point for St. Martin's. Sophie Fast and Kingsley Mason coming in for St. Martin's.
And the serves on number 3, Sophie Fast.
Sophie Fast back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Mason Unger stepping into set, and Megan Hawkins with the swing high off the hands. Good take by Emily Garten. Off-speed shot. Tiffany Lamb getting the recycle, and a deep shot. A little too deep. Point for SFU.
Now serving number 4,
Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass and a one-handed set. Great run from Emmy Hansen on the left. Emmy Hansen back to serve. Mason Unger with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Dig by Sophie Fast and a back row tip. Davida Hill with the pass. Ooh, very nice run from Ava Person and Nina Kovacevic. Logan Remington coming in for SFU.
Substituting number 16, Logan Remington.
Mason Unger back to serve. A down ball from Emily Garten, dug by Mason Unger. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a deep cross shot for the kill.
Natalie Lemoyne-Sells.
Mason Unger back to serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. And a tip over the block. Mason Unger up. Ava Person keeping it up. And Davida Hill putting it over. Pass by Emmy Hansen. And an off-speed shot. Davida Hill getting some hands on it. Logan Remington putting it up. And Logan Remington putting it down. Timeout called by St. Martin's University. We are at 18-13 here. SFU up by 5.
While supplies last, and while you're there, don't forget to peruse the merchandise shop. We have your SFU branded clothing such as hoodies, t-shirts, and hats. Get them before they're gone, so you can rep the league around campus, around town, around the world.
Mason Unger serving us out of the timeout. Deep serve, pass by Emmy Hansen. Set out to Emily Garten, dig by Mason Unger. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with an off-speed shot, tool shot out the side. Point for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve again. Short serve, pass by Emmy Hansen. And a swing down the line, just out back. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. Set out to Emily Garten and a tool shot out the other side. Point for St. Martin's. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ava Person with a set out to Davida Hill. Cross shot just out the side. Tiffany Lamb with the serve. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a tip over the hands. Sort of over the hands. Logan Remington with a swing dug by Tiffany Lamb and a tip into the hands. Tiffany Lamb with a dig. And a swing out the back. No touches on that ball. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU and back to serve. Pass by Emily Garten. Cross shot dug by Megan Hawkins. Ella McVitie with the set out to Davida Hill for an off-speed roll shot dug by Tiffany Lamb. And a quick set and a kill for Kingsley Mason. Karina Guyman and Layla Quinn coming in for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman with the serve. Great pass for Megan Hawkins, and Logan Remington with the kill. Oh, sorry, outside the antenna. That's a point for St. Martin's. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Karina Guyman with the serve. Pass by Davida Hill. Tight pass, but Ellen McVitie sort of pulls it. Looks like somebody was on the net, though. That'll be a point for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman with the serve. Pass by Davida Hill. Jaden Armstrong with a nice swing, but dug by Emmy Hansen, and that ball's still alive. Ellen McVitie with pass. And a nice block from Layla Quinn. Timeout called by SFU. We're at 21-19. SFU leading by 2. Karina Guyman back serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass, tight pass. Ellen McVitie getting up and block from Zoe Crimmin. Karina Guyman back serve. Deep float, pass by Megan Hawkins. Ellen McVitie with the set out to Davida Hill for a nice kill. Davida Hill now back to serve. Tiffany Lamb with a pass. And a set out to Emily Garten with a tip and a kill. Emily Garten back to serve. Davida Hill with the pass. Ellen McVitie with the set out to Megan Hawkins. Tip over the hands, and we'll get a free ball over to SFU. Davida Hill with a pass. Tip over the hands again. And a standing down ball. Davida Hill with the pass. Jaden Armstrong with the swing and a dig from Karina Guyman. And that'll be a point for SFU. Ball was in the stands. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Timeout called by St. Martin's. We are at 23-21. SFU up by 2 in this first set.
Purchase tickets at SFU varsity games online and save money. Tickets purchased online at athletics.sfu.ca are just $14 for general admission. Of course, SFU and FIC students alongside staff and faculty and children under 8 years of age are admitted free. Again, visit athletics.sfu.ca and purchase your tickets online, including the 2-hour next volleyball matchup Thursday, 7 p.m. against Northwest and $20 for the exam.
Ava Kademi with the serve. Good deep float pass by Emily Garten. And a tip over the hands, Megan Hawkins with a dig. Nina Kovacevic with a tip into the pot for the kill. Ava Kademi back to serve set point. Emily Garten with the pass, and we'll get a free ball over to SFU. Davida Hill with the pass, Ellen McVitie with the set to Jaden Armstrong, and an overpass. Davida Hill with that pass again, and Megan Hawkins with a kill down the line to take set number 1. Final score 25-21. And that's set number 1. We'll be back in 3 minutes for set number 2.
Secondary volleyball team led by Coach Venus. Again, joining us here this evening. I hope you're enjoying the game. And we have another special shout out to us, and this time, I'd like to extend a very, very happy birthday wishes on behalf of all of us here in West SFU Athletics to our Constable Barrel Tracker, Sophia Cesaretti.
Alrighty, set number 2. Ava Person will kick it off. Pass by Emmy Hansen and a kill for Kingsley Mason.
Now serving for the Saints. Number 20.
Emmy Hansen back serve. Pass by Megan Hawkins, Ava Person with the set, and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a great swing. Swing into the hands, and Hannah Liggins getting up. Looks like SFU will actually take that point. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Ooh, a nice serve, but a great job from Sophie Fast to just get that ball up. Apparently that ball was out. That point will go to SFU. I think it may have touched the antenna. Megan Hawkins with the serve, overpass by Tiffany Lamb, and Davida Hill with the party ball kill. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Zoe Crimmin. Swing from Emily Garton, that ball's out. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Deep float out the back. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. Davida Hill with pass. Great set from Ava Person and a nice shot. Good dig by Sophie Fast. Emily Garton with a roll shot. Megan Hawkins with a dig. Nina Kovacevic with the attack tip. Tight ball. Great job from Emily Garton to just use the block as much as she could for a recycle. That's really challenging to do. Good thought. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Amy Hansen. And a block from Natalie Lemoyne-Sells and Logan Remington. Mason Unger back to serve. Good pass and a sort of attack tip from Emily Garton. Just catching the hands on the way down. It's a very smart use of the block because they get a little off balance, and often you'll get some space between the hands and the tape, and you'll see exactly that. Serve from Mia Arambula. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells from the right side. Big ol' swing. Ella McVitie coming in to serve for SFU. Pass from Tiffany Lamb. Tip over the block. Mason Unger with the dig. Logan Remington with the swing into the hands, but she snuck it between the hands, I meant to say, and the tape, and that will be a point for SFU. Ella McVitie back to serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. Emmy Hansen stepping in for the set, and a deep line shot dug by Megan Hawkins. Davida Hill with the swing and the kill. Timeout called by St. Martin's University. We are at 9-3 here, SFU up by 6. And just a quick recap of set number 1. If we take a look at hitting percentages, top hitter for St. Martin's would be Emily Garten, hitting 400 off of 10 attempts. Next, we've got Zoe Crimmen with a 333 and Emmy Hansen with a 222, an overall team hitting percentage of 222. For SFU, we've got Nina Kovacevic hitting a whopping 833, 5 kills off 6 attempts. Then we've got Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a 500, Megan Hawkins 286, Davida Hill 250, and an overall team percentage of 300. Those are some pretty excellent numbers. All right, Ella McFitty back to serve. Pass from Mia Rambola, a little bit tight, and a point for SFU. Ella McFitty back to serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. Emily Garten with a big swing between the hands of the blockers for the kill. Emily Garten back to serve. Spin serve. Good pass from Megan Hawkins, a little bit out of system. Davida Hill with the tip over the hands. Take by Emmy Hansen and a tip into the tape. Point for SFU.
Now serving number 22, Davida Hill.
Davida Hill back to serve. Good aggressive float pass by Emily Garten. And a swing out the side, point for SFU. Davida Hill back to serve again. Short serve. Good take from Mia Rambola. And a standing down ball from Tiffany Lamb. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Tip from Megan Hawkins for the kill. I think that was a left-handed tip. We love to see a switching up of the hands. Davida Hill back to serve. Pass by Mia Rambola. And a swing off the hands, Ella McFitty with the dig and a setter dump. That's our first setter dump of the game, I believe. Eva Person with the kill. Karina Guyman and Layla Quinn coming in for St. Martin's. Davida Hill with the serve, Tiffany Lamb with pass. Set out to Emmy Hansen and Ava Person getting a hand on it. Tiffany Lamb with the over dig. Logan Remington with the step around for the kill. Davida Hill with a good aggressive serve pass by Emily Garten. Emmy Hansen with the swing. Ava Person manages to get it up, and Ella McVitie with an overset. And a block from Logan Remington. Timeout called by St. Martin's. We are at 16-4. SFU up by 12 in the second set. Davida Hill back to serve. Deep serve, pass by Emily Garten. Swing high off the hands, dug by Davida Hill. Tight set, Megan Hawkins keeping it in play with a tip. And a back row attack from Emily Garten, dug by Ellen McVitie. Ava Person getting up there for a bit of a joust. Definitely a benefit of having two setters on the court. You have a little bit more opportunity to play at the net. Davida Hill with a great serve. Pass by Tiffany Lamb. Cross shot outside. Point for SFU. Davida Hill, a little bit too short of a short serve. Great run though. Zoe Crimmin back to serve. Slight miscommunication between two passers. Sometimes that happens when it's a good serve in the seam of the passing formation. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Zoe Crimmin with a great float serve, pass by Megan Hawkins. Jaden Armstrong with a tip over the hands, dig by Zoe Crimmin. And a nice dig from Mason Unger. Megan Hawkins with a swing down the line. And there were touches on that ball, I believe, off the block. Point for SFU. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU.
For SFU, number 19, Ava Kademi.
Into the tape. Point for St. Martin's. Sophie Fast and Kingsley Mason coming in for St. Martin's. And Sophie Fast back to serve. Deep float, pass by Davida Hill. Ellen McVitie with a set to Jaden Armstrong with a nice cross shot for the kill. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Ava Person back to serve. Short serve. Oh, look at that. Let serve. Sometimes that actually makes it easier to pass. Gives you a little extra time. Megan Hawkins with an attack tip. Good cross shot from Kingsley Mason. Emmy Hansen back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a great pass. Ava Person with the set. And Megan Hawkins with a shot down the line. Looks like St. Martin's was on the net. That will be a point for SFU. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. Emily Garten with the swing, just long. No touches on that ball. And we're gonna get a challenge on that. See if there are any touches off of the block. So hang tight while we review the video.
Challenging for a touch.
Okay, and the verdict is no touches. Point will stand. Megan Hawkins, back to serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. Tip into the hands, a nice recycle by Sophia Fast. Back row attack and a kill for Emmy Hansen. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. DeVita Hill with the pass. If a person with a set, a little bit too aggressive of a set. Point for SMU. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. DeVita Hill with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells on the right side. Nina Kovacevic with the pass. DeVita Hill with a tip. Great choice taking out the setter. Off-speed shot dug by Mason Unger. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells. Tiffany Lamb with the dig and a point for SFU. Logan Remington coming back in for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. And a swing off the right side dug by Mason Unger. Logan Remington with a great shot. Mason Unger back to serve. This is set points. Pass by Emmy Hansen, set out to Emily Garten. And a nice off-speed shot down the line for the kill. Karina Guyman and Layla Quinn coming in for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman serving. Logan Remington with the pass. Left to see middles passing. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with a nice swing. Emily Garten with an off-speed shot dug by Megan Hawkins. And DeVita Hill with the kill. And the set. And that will be set number 2 with a final score of 25-11. Set number 3 coming up shortly. Alrighty, set number 3. Sophie Fast back to serve.
And now on the Golden Ladies for set number 3. First to serve for St. Martin's, number 3, Sophie Fast.
Good deep float pass by Megan Hawkins. Megan Hawkins with a cross shot dug by Tiffany Lamb. And a deep tip from Emmy Hansen dug by Davida Hill. Great dig. Tip over the block. Nice take from Sophie Fast. Bit of a joust, but that will be a point for Hannah Liggins. Sophie Fast back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with the set out to Megan Hawkins. And a block from Hannah Liggins. Sophie Fast back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ava Person with the set to Nina Kovacevic for the kill. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Great deep float pass by Emily Garten. Free ball sort of over to SFU. Davida Hill with the swing off the hands for the kill. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Great aggressive serve pass by Emmy Hansen. Swing into the hands, good recycle by Tiffany Lamb. Emmy Hansen with a cross off-speed shot. Davida Hill with the dig, and another little miscommunication between setter and middle, it looks like. Point for St. Martin's. Emmy Hansen with the serve, pass by Davida Hill. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a cross-court shot. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Nina Kovacevic, big swing. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. And a kill from Kingsley Mason. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with the set. And Natalie Lemoyne-Sells swing into the antenna. Point for St. Martin's. Tiffany Lamb with a good float serve. Ava Person with a nice set and a tip over the hands. Tiffany Lamb with a dig. speed cross shot. Emily Garten with the swing. Good take from Megan Hawkins. Davida Hill with a cross shot. Tag in the hands for the kill. Ella McVitie coming in to serve for SFU.
And now serving for the Red Leaves, number 18, Ella McVitie.
Pass by Tiffany Lamb. Swing outside. Point for SFU. Ella McVitie with the serve. Pass by Tiffany Lamb. Kingsley Mason with a deep tip. Great choice. Karina Guyman and Kaylee Brushwood coming in for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a great pass. Ava Person with the set to Davida Hill. Off the hands and out. Point for SFU. Davida Hill back to serve. Good deep float pass by Tiffany Lamb. Emily Garten with an off-speed back row attack. Megan Hawkins with a swing high off the hands. And a carry. That will be a point for SFU. You can't actually grab the ball from underneath. Davida Hill back to serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. Amy Hansen with a back row attack and kill. Emily Garten back to serve. Spin serve, just long. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Pass by Tiffany Lamb. And a swing from the right side, just out the side. Ava Kademi with a good aggressive serve, pass by Emily Garten. Davida Hill with a dig. Nina Kovacevic with a well-placed tip and a point. Ava Kademi with a deep serve, pass by Emily Garten. Emmy Hansen with a cross shot, dug by Ava Kademi. Line swing just outside. Point for St. Martin's. Zoe Crimmin back to serve. Ooh, that ball just dropped. That was a nice serve. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Zoe Crimmin with the serve, pass by Davida Hill. Megan Hawkins with a nice kill. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming back in for SFU. Ava Person with the serve, pass by Emmy Hansen. Back row attack from Emily Garten, dug by Mason Unger. Tip from Nina Kovacevic into the pot. Emmy Hansen with the swing. Nina Kovacevic keeping the ball alive, and a tip over to St. Martin's. Swing from the right side. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a dig off the block. Megan Hawkins with the swing off the hands, but that's a block for Kaylee Brushwood. Sophie Fast and Kingsley Mason coming in for St. Martin's. Sophie Fast back to serve. Megan Hawkins with pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a tip over the block. Not quite over the block, in fact. That will be a block for Hannah Liggins. Sophie Fast back to serve. Davida Hill with pass. Leave a person with a set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells on the left side, dug by Tiffany Lamb. Free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger with a beautiful free ball pass, and Nina Kovacevic with a beautiful swing. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Emily Garten. Emmy Hansen with the swing from the left side, dug by Ava Person. Davida Hill with an off-speed shot, dug by Tiffany Lamb, and a one-handed set out to Emmy Hansen. Great hustle from Ava Person, and a nice out-of-system set from Davida Hill into a self-recycle. Tip over the hands, taken by Sophie Fast. Tiffany Lamb with the set out to Kingsley Mason for the kill. Emmy Hansen back to serve. Davida Hill with pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells for a tool kill. Logan Remington coming in for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve. Good deep float. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. Set out to Emily Garten. Dug by Megan Hawkins. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a nice cross shot for the kill. Mason Unger back to serve. And an ace for Mason Unger. Mason Unger with a short serve. Great pass from Emily Garten. And a shot into the deep corner, kill for Hannah Liggins. Tiffany Lamb back to serve. Into the tape. Point for SFU. Ella McVitie coming in to serve for SFU. Deep float passed by Emily Garten. And a swing, no touches on that ball. Point for SFU. Ella McVitie back to serve. No touches on that ball, it would seem. But we may challenge that. Yes, we are going to challenge whether or not there were touches as that ball went out. So we will hold tight as they review the video. A quick recap of set number 2. If we look at hitting percentages for St. Martin's, they've gone down slightly since the first set. We now have Emily Garten hitting a 190, Kingsley Mason with a 154, and Emmy Hansen with a 133. Team hitting percentage for that set was a negative 125. For SFU, looks like hitting percentages have largely gone up. We've got Nina Kovacevic hitting a 714, Natalie Lemoyne-Sells 455, Logan Remington 429, Megan Hawkins 417, and Davida Hill 357, with an overall hitting percentage in that set of 560. That is a whopping number. And after review, it seems that there was a touch, and that point will go to SFU. Ella McVitie back to serve. Good aggressive serve, pass by Emmy Hansen. Emily Garten with a swing into the hands, and a point for SFU. Ella McVitie back to serve. Deep float, just long. Point for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman and Kaylee Brushwood coming in for St. Martin's. Karina Guyman back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ava Person with a set to Logan Remington for the kill. Davida Hill back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. Emily Garten with a tool kill for the kill. Emily Garten now back to serve. Spin serve. Great pass by Mason Unger. Off-speed roll shot from Logan Remington into the pot for the kill. Ava Kademi coming in for SFU to serve. Pass by Emily Garten. Swing from the right side, touches. That'll be a kill for Karina Gaiman. And by Karina Gaiman, I mean Kaylee Brushwood. Zoe Crewman back to serve. Into the tape. Point for SFU. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. And Ava Person back to serve. Pass by Emmy Hansen. And another kill for Kaylee Brushwood. Sophie Fast and Kingsley Mason coming in for St. Martin's. Sophie Fast back to serve. Deep float pass by Megan Hawkins. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Quick tip dug by Kingsley Mason. Off-speed shot dug by Mason Unger. And another off-speed shot. A great dig from Ava Person. Megan Hawkins with a deep cross shot into the corner for the kill. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Great float serve. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. And a kill from Kingsley Mason. Great kill. Emmy Hansen back to serve. Mason Unger with a pass. Ava Person with a beautiful set to Davida Hill. Emily Garten with the dig. And a quick transition to Hannah Liggins for the kill. Emmy Hansen back to serve. Mason Unger with pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells for the kill. Logan Remington coming back in for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve match point. Good deep float. Tiffany Lamb with the pass. A little out of system and a tip. Didn't quite make it over the net, but will be the game with a final score in the third set of 25-19. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight, and I hope you have an excellent rest of the weekend.